For those of us who don't have a lot of experience with spoken word, just paint the picture. Like, what did it look like, feel like? Just describe the context for us.
For me, I came up through slam poetry, which is a more competitive form of poetry, which people are like, competitive poetry? What are y'all doing? I get, for folks who are not familiar, I guess it's somewhere between what people might understand to be a more rap cipher and a kind of poetic space. And so it's a competition, it's a back and forth. And it was from that space where I realized that for me, poetry is where my voice is most free. There are not a lot of rules. There are not a lot of prescriptions. You get to find what feels good and you get to play off the listener. And my background in Black church had me ready because I could feel the group. I could feel what people were resonating with. And so I think it taught me a lot about how to use language with precision, and also what it meant to flip words. I flip words quite a bit. And that has really helped me realize that so much of our language creates the vision of what the world might look like. And so I think spoken word taught me to be careful with my words and also to consider words a place of play.
Oh,
and so I'm grateful for it.
And what does flip words mean? Like, just nail them.
Yeah. What does the flip words mean?
Like you use it in one way and then you reference back and it means something different kind of thing?
Yeah, I can do it that way. Or using a lot of alliteration, like the sound of words, a lot of like back and forth, or I play around with holy a lot in the different spellings of it. But if you can see it written, you're like, oh, of course. But when you're listening, you have to catch it. So HOLY versus WHOLLY versus HOLEY, all are said holy. And so playing around with, what makes us holy with an EY and what allows us to be holy in the ways that we talked about are some of the ways you might play in words that invite people to consider how they also are using language and what we are actually, doing in this world together. So I find that wordplay can be a place that maybe is less jarring for people because it's in poetic form. So sometimes the monologue of a sermon can feel like, you're demanding something in a particular way. But poetry, for some reason, it opens people up in a different way because they are accessing art.
Yeah.
And preaching is art too, but they are trusting usually poetry as art before they're always trusting preaching as art.